Hello, as a special treat for you today, I'm sharing one of my premium members only videos. This is part of my Piano Club series where I publish one new video every week covering topics such as music theory, technique, song breakdowns, and tips and tricks for using synths and keyboards like this one. So I'd love if you joined over there. I've made recently about 70, yes, 70 new videos. I'm really proud of them. And I'd love for you to watch. The cost is just $4 a month for 4 videos. So let's get into it. Hello, today I thought we'd break down Africa by TOTO, a classic song and one that should be on your repertoire. I will acknowledge it's a tricky song. I find it challenging myself, perhaps because of the key signature. You can see there's a lot of B's, D sharp minors, G sharp minors. It's a kind of guitar-y chords, but I'll show you some tricks to break this down and make it easier to play. Also, this song demonstrates some really beautiful sounding slash chords. That's when you have the A/E, E/F sharp. I'll show you what that means. So let's start off with the introduction or the main riff to the song. Now, we need to play a triad. It's important you start in the right place. A triad, but in this inversion, so you got this C sharp on the top, okay? And then we'll come into this first chord. The first slash chord is E/G sharp, which means play an E chord with your right hand, but a G sharp bass. That's all it means. E over G sharp bass. So if we do it with the right groove, you'll recognize this. Okay, there's C sharp minor. As I said, some tricky chords here, but practice and you'll get it. I play it like this actually. I double up the E's. I just don't have to jump around. It just falls under the fingers. If you just succeed in nailing that riff, that might be a nice accomplishment for you. It was for me. Remember to give this chord the space it deserves. 2, 3, 4. Tap your foot by all means. I can't really do it here because it would shake the camera, it would shake the tripod, so I'm having to tap quietly. Okay. Oh, there's one other riff I can show you. You'll need to use the sustain pedal. Stomp it down on this chord here, the C sharp minor. Not sure if that's exactly what's being played on the record. Again, this is my own interpretation, my own piano arrangement, perhaps slightly simplified, but I like the way it sounds and I'm pretty picky. What I'm doing there, got to get the timing right as well. It's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, beautiful. And that brings us into the verse. This is a bit tricky, but I'll show you how I play it. Again, it's helpful if you start with the right inversion. This is just a B chord, B major, triad. Okay, but I'm moving this down to the bottom. I want this one on the top. D sharp minor. I'll show you an easy way to get get to that one because it is a bit mind-boggling when you just see that chord, D sharp minor. You can think of it as E flat minor if that's helpful. All you need to do is move one note. How sweet does that sound? So there's the B, D sharp minor, just move that one. Nice voice leading. Again, a tricky looking chord, G sharp minor. Just play the G sharp in your bass and move this one back again. Show you from the beginning. Move it back again. And that gives you actually a G sharp minor 7 sound. Another slash chord, keep your right hand the same. Here's a beautiful chord coming up. Oh. The same chord again that we played earlier. And then jump to the riff. Okay, one more time. So even though the chords are tricky, if you kind of memorize these finger movements, it's not so bad. Keep the same shape in the right hand. Just a regular A with your right hand over the E. How pretty is that? A tempo. To bring us into the chorus, and now it's pretty much plain sailing. Listen to this. F sharp minor, D, A, E, F sharp minor, D, A, E. So what's going on here? We're in the key of A, I believe. Not quite sure, but in which case it is F sharp is the 6th chord, D is the 4 chord, A is the 1, E is the 5 chord, back down to the 1. You can see how it wants to resolve there, but we're just going to loop around this progression, experiment with different inversions, see what sounds good, feels good, and of course, as you play through the song, you can, this is one of the things you can adjust to make it more interesting. This is a nice beat as well. One of the things I naturally do is double up whatever at the bottom of my right hand with a note on the top. How nice is that? Doesn't matter what the chord is, just whatever you're doing with your thumb, do it with your little finger. I'm using sustain pedal just to make it even richer sounding. And then we come into this turnaround here. E over G, and then we're back into the congratulations! You've made it through all the chords. Not so hard, perhaps. I find this impossible to remember and talk at the same time. Yeah, very tricky chords to remember, but if I was to practice, I'm sure I could figure it out. I'm going to show you something else we can do in the chorus. You were probably hearing it in your mind because there was a riff that I wasn't playing. that one. So what's going on there? I've done a video all about this move actually. I've called the video the Elton John chord trick you need to know or something, or sound like Elton John. All we're doing, whilst we're on the E chord here, we're just embellishing it by jumping up to an A without moving the bass. But that sounds a bit steppy, so what we like to do instead is just use a different inversion. All different inversions of A. And it sounds even better when you double up the bottom with an extra note on the top. Listen to this. Yeah. Too much sustain. Let's do it one more time. Without sustain. Cleaner. Don't overuse the sustain pedal, I'm guilty of that. Let's do the turnaround. F sharp minor. So much fun to play this, especially that riff. Okay, maybe C sharp minor was the home key for this song. Well, it's probably changing keys. I really enjoyed breaking down Africa for you. Happy practicing, goodbye, and thanks for watching. By becoming a member of my piano club, it's a great way to support my channel and you get a lot more fun videos like this. So thanks in advance for your support. Cheerio.